Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring the latest in everything cool every single day, thanks to viewers, supporters, and now sponsors just like you. And speaking of which, we have to thank a few of our latest ones: Avalon 250, Ryan Gauvier, David Marriott, Vince Shuley. You guys all rock. Thank you so much for supporting EPN. We got you this rundown. Nintendo's boxing game ARMS is getting a shot in the arm with a new fighter and loads of new content. The new 4.0 update is now available for the game, giving everyone a new playable fighter named Mizongo. The thing that sets him apart from the other characters is that he has 3 different attack styles, and the only way to tell which one he has at any given moment is by looking at the color of his mask. This brings the total roster of playable characters in the game up to 13, and Mizongo comes with his own stage called the Temple Grounds. That's not the only stuff included in this latest update. Nintendo is also adding new timed multiplayer events called Party Crash, where players can earn points by using specific characters at specific times, sort of like Splatfest events in Splatoon 2. The first Party Crash takes place next weekend, while the rest of the new 4.0 content is available now as a free update for all players. The online game Marvel Heroes isn't going to be online for much longer. Marvel and developer Gazillion Entertainment have announced that they're shutting down the free-to-play game. In a statement, Gazillion says that the servers will go offline on December 31st this year, which means the game will no longer be playable after that happens. In-game purchases will end sooner than that, and players who have already bought stuff probably won't be getting a refund. The announcement was first made by Marvel and their parent company Disney, who say they're ending their relationship with Gazillion. Although at the time we're filming this, neither Disney or Gazillion have given a reason why they're splitting ways or shutting down the game.
I am losing my patience.
Things appear to be going well for Marvel Heroes. It was getting a steady stream of new content up until last month, and on top of that, a PS4 and Xbox One version was just released in the summer.
You're welcome.
I guess this just goes to show the fragility of online gaming. You can spend years building up your characters and skills only to have the game suddenly go offline with little warning. We'll keep you up to date with the latest on the matter.
Just you and me, one-on-one. What do you say?
Magical new details have come in about the next Fantastic Beasts movie. Warner Brothers has announced the official title of the upcoming sequel to last year's Harry Potter prequel, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The new movie shall henceforth be known as Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, and as the title implies, it will focus on the dark wizard Grindelwald, played by Johnny Depp, who appeared briefly at the end of the last film.
Do you think you can hold me?
As you can see here in this first official cast photo, the new film will see most of the cast from the original movie return, including Eddie Redmayne as the lead wizard Newt Scamander. It hits theaters a year from now, and this isn't the only new Fantastic Beasts movie on the way. This is just the second in what Warner Brothers is planning to be a 5-movie series, so fans are going to get 3 more after this one. Warner Brothers is also working on new Harry Potter-inspired games, the first of which will be a new augmented reality game called Harry Potter Wizards Unite from Pokemon Go developer Niantic. That is expected to arrive next year as well. In-game loot boxes might be running into more big trouble in another part of the world. With the randomized loot boxes in games like Battlefront 2 and Overwatch stirring up controversy around the globe, many players have been demanding that governments classify them as a form of in-game gambling. Now, according to the Belgian news website VTM, the Belgian Gaming Commission has begun a formal investigation into the matter and are looking specifically at Battlefront 2 and Overwatch. If they do decide that randomized paid loot boxes count as a form of gambling, any game that has them would get a more mature rating and be much harder to advertise to children. There's no indication about which way the Belgian Gaming Commission will rule. The UK government and American ESRB have already looked into the matter and decided that loot boxes aren't a form of gambling. But if Belgium goes the other way, it could force them and other countries to look at the matter more seriously. We'll let you know what happens. This is just the latest controversy surrounding loot boxes, and Battlefront 2 in particular. The game is already getting hammered by players online for its loot box mechanics and other microtransactions, with EA and developer DICE making several big changes already that have failed to end the negative word of mouth. The game launches worldwide tomorrow. One of the greatest horror movies of all time is finally getting the treatment it deserves.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Home video distributor Criterion has announced that they're bringing the iconic 1968 zombie movie Night of the Living Dead to Blu-ray. The disc will hit stores on February 13th, 2018, and include a new 4K digital restoration that was supervised by the film's director George A. Romero before his death earlier this year. The restoration is great news for horror movie fans and cinephiles in general. Night of the Living Dead, despite its popularity and the fact that it basically invented the modern zombie genre, has long suffered from poor image and sound quality, with most home video versions frankly looking like crap. A proper restoration by an established company like Criterion has been a long time coming and should help preserve the film and its legacy for generations to come.
Everything is being done that can be done.
The disc will also include never-before-seen making-of content, as well as new interviews with film historians and modern filmmakers discussing the impact that the movie has had.
Get yourself a club or a torch. Beat them or burn them. They go up pretty easy.
And before we go, take a look at the new Justice League-inspired gear that's now available in the DC fighting game Injustice 2. The gear lets you customize the appearance of the characters to make them look the way they do in the new film, and the gear is available for all versions of the game. Justice League hits theaters tonight, but you might want to check out our review before you see it. It's available on our Film Fury channel or our Reviews on the Run playlist.
Stop right there. I'm in.
You are?
That wraps us up for today. Thank you so much for watching. You know, we're making you another rundown tomorrow, but in the meantime, we've got tons of other content for you to check out, so please do. And if you dig it, hit subscribe, that little bell, and if you're so inclined, that sponsorship button too.